Hello you what's his faces, welcome back to a new video. Tygon here, and today we're going to be exploring a new mobile game. It's called Battle Prime, and I think it may be one of the best ones ever created in terms of just pretty much that. Like, compared to the big three, which here are my big three for mobile gaming right now in terms of just graphical fidelity, how well it looks and stuff. So we have COD Mobile. I'm going to put that at number one just because of how well optimized it is. We have PUBG second place, and then the next one that I thought was pretty nice was, I forget the name, but yeah, Area 2, but we all know what happened to that. But in terms of graphics, I would say this is better than COD Mobile. I would say it's on par with PUBG, but PUBG, I don't feel it's too bloated, especially for lower end phones. So this may, if this game could get more optimized than PUBG, which is, I feel like it slightly already is, but if it can optimize itself even more, I would definitely say it would be one of the actually could be one of the best made mobile games ever made. And in terms of popularity, sad part is I don't think it's going to get that popular. I hope it does, but I don't think it will get that popular. But essentially, this is a game I would say akin to The Division. It's basically like a mobile Division. So remember Area 2, that was a mobile siege, and I feel like that was one of the reasons it was so popular, because everyone knew what it was in it. Everyone knew the mobile version of it was a mobile siege. Whereas this, it's a mobile Division, but there's no, I mean, that's what I'm saying it is, but it's its own thing, which is amazing because, you know, you really don't see too many games that are its own thing in mobile. But I'm just gonna say, for its popularity or popularity's sake, it might not get that much popularity. Now, the reason why you guys are not going to see me get any kills probably with this gun until I die is because this gun right here is not upgraded. And the reason, this is another reason why I say it's like a Division, because in this game you can go ahead and you can upgrade your guns, your weapon, and armor. And as you guys can see, this thing looks amazing. So if you can, watch this video in like 1080p 60 frames per second, because if you do not, you will not be doing yourself justice. I'm playing reckless right now on purpose so I can get killed. I want to. Okay, let's go ahead over here. I still haven't upgraded this character. So basically, the game works like this. You go ahead, you get into battle, and every battle you play, you win some of these coins. I'm just going to call them battle points. I don't know exactly what they're called, but yeah, you win some of these coins. And when you win some of these coins, you're able to upgrade your character or your gun, your character, your gun, or your weapon, or your armor, I mean. Your character, your weapon, or your armor. And god dang it. And when you do this, it just makes you stronger overall. Now, I will say this was one of the things that caught me off guard. I was like, is this game pay to win? You can actually go ahead and buy these points in the game. So I'm like, hey, hold up, why can you buy this? Will that make this game pay to win? And actually, turns out it really doesn't too much, or at least not egregious, or I would say on the same level as it is in COD Mobile. So let me get into it. So you can buy these particular, I'm gonna call them battle points, right? You can buy these, you can purchase these. However, you cannot upgrade your weapon to a certain point. Like, you can only upgrade your weapon to a certain point at your level. So if you, oh my god, if you're at a certain level, you cannot get higher than that certain level with upgrading. So it basically caps you out. And I would say that it would essentially keep everyone the same amount. Don't in terms of it being pay to win, you might get a slight advantage over the 3 upgrades, because you can pretty much only upgrade yourself 3 times in one tier. And these tiers are basically trophies. So think of Clash of Clans trophies, and think of, you can only upgrade a certain your character cards or whatever once you get to a certain trophy level, if that makes sense. So you can only upgrade your weapons once you get to a certain trophy level. Let's say you can only upgrade them 3 times. So if you spend a whole bunch of money on the game, yeah, you might be able to upgrade them all those 3 times, but someone playing and can probably do the same thing in just 20 minutes. So you pretty much save yourself 20 minutes if you spend money on the game like that. And I'm playing terrible, but so that's the only reason why I wouldn't say it's too egregious. In 20 minutes you can pretty much catch up, and it's almost staggered like that, so you can't just put a whole bunch of money into the game. So I will say that's still a type of pay to win formula, but it really isn't egregious anyway. And I would say it's akin or just like Call of Duty Mobile's what are they called? You know, basically each gun, certain guns have perks. So if you are not using a regular gun, you can get a blue gun or whatever, or even a purple gun. They have perks. They may allow you to run faster out of spawn. So I'd pretty much say it's the same thing. However, COD Mobile gives you those things for free. Now I'm gonna go on to another negative aspect of this game. I want to get them all out of the way, and that way I can keep praising it. Another negative aspect of this game is when you hit Ultra or whatever. When you try to make it Ultra, it does need a tad more optimization. Sorry for the bad gameplay right now. I'm trying to just say this without doing a script. But yeah, it does. It does have a few issues there in terms of optimization, which that's just a game over time gets more optimized, and that's yeah, just overall. So that's gonna fix itself eventually. So I won't really knock a game for that. However, I will say that there are a few glitches, and I mean all games have glitches, but one of them is like really bad. For example, if I were to hit the scoping button too many times, it would kind of flick my scope up, and that would be an issue, essentially causing me to go ahead and miss a shot or not win. And I don't even think I got one kill that entire match. So we're not gonna look at the score. We're just gonna keep on talking as if that didn't just happen. But so another negative thing, I think it's the last thing for me, is it's not even a negative thing. I just wish it was slightly faster in some aspects. They've been slowly speeding the game up because my friend Valor Plays actually introduced me to this game. He's been playing it since the beta, and he introduced it to me a few seasons back. I think it was like season 1 or season 2 he introduced it to me, and I saw it, and it was just when COD Mobile came out, and I was like, wow, this game is good, but it could use some stuff, and it's not on par with COD Mobile yet. I would say at this moment it's on par with COD Mobile, but it cannot compete with COD Mobile just because of how well known COD Mobile is. The only way this game is competing with a game such as Call of Duty Mobile is if it has everything, all of its checks and balances good. Like, it has to be that good, because every other game, every other big mobile game or big mobile title we know of, unless it's something by Supercell, it has a counterpart in the console or PC market. For example, PUBG I think is a rare exception because of how fascinating battle royales were at the time. But PUBG, COD Mobile, they all have console and PC counterparts. My goodness. By the way, this game does also have gyro, which I do love, and yeah, it's pretty nice. Like, it's actually good gyro. It's better than COD Mobile's gyro, I will say. It feels fluid. I don't know what's wrong with COD Mobile's gyro, but I can't explain it. It's just something off about it. But the gyro in this game is very fluid. And as you guys can see, I'm playing 6-finger claw because I don't know, I just can't go back to 4-finger. So anytime I play a mobile game, I just set it up for that. But yeah, so that was one issue that I did find, and I do hope. Well, it wasn't even an issue. It's just it was a slow game, and what they did is they added, as you guys saw, sliding to it. I hope that maybe later on they'll allow you to jump and slide, but just a little bit more fluidity and speed. So, for example, if I wanted to switch a weapon, it does take a decent amount of time to switch a weapon, especially if you have a heavier one. And when you're shooting, right, if I wanted to switch to that, there's a little bit of delay. If you guys just saw, I had a little bit of a delay when I switched to my hip from my main. Oh, nice, getting a double over here. So as you guys can see, there was a little bit of delay there, whereas in most shooters, you just automatically switch between hip and scope. One other thing is, when you do this, it kind of moves the screen, but other than that, those are like all the pet peeves I found with this game. I wanted to get all of those out the way. This game, this is my first game that I will say, or first shooter at the very least, that has console level graphics. Like PUBG, it's good. I would say it's good. This is on par with PUBG, but it feels so much smoother than PUBG. Like, my phone runs this better than it does PUBG. Even though this does need a little bit more optimization, it's so much smoother. It looks like a Battlefield map or Battlefield game I'm playing, but it plays like a Division game, and it is quite nice. And my aim is non-existent at the moment because I'm talking. But let's go ahead, charge up, and go ahead and rush this guy. But it is an absolutely beautiful game. So as I said, I don't know if I said this because this is like take 2 of the video. Go ahead, watch this in 1080p 60 frames per second because it's that good. you are doing yourself a disservice if you don't watch this. Like, look at the shadows right here. And I'm not even at max graphics because, as I said, it does need a little bit more optimization on that front. But yeah, let's go ahead and peek this guy. Oh my goodness, he wasn't even looking at me. But the other thing I will say, one more thing I completely forgot: the snipers. I hope they do buff the snipers, because for some snipers, I don't know why. Well, actually no, for all the snipers, none are a guaranteed one shot, and the constant upgrading that you can do, you're not always gonna get a one shot with the snipers, even if you hit a headshot, which is crazy. But so I hope that they buff that. That could potentially make the snipers too OP, because it's just how long the time to kill is in this game. So that's why I'm saying I feel like they should speed it up or make it a bit faster in some aspects. Maybe make the time to kill for certain weapons at long range a bit faster. But other than that, this thing, it is gorgeous. Like, I want to show you guys through the camera. It is gorgeous. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I get all my pet peeves out of the way. The game, the interface, it is like the interface of this game is so nice. Everything runs really well. It is in its 4th season, but with a little bit more polish, it could become which is already a great game. Like if they added 90 hertz and stuff like that. The reason why I'm suggesting all of this stuff it should do is because it has to be its very best, because no one knows who it is. For example, if there's a small YouTuber, if you're competing with a bigger YouTuber, you have to be your very best, because no one knows who you are. It doesn't matter how good you are. So yes, while this may be on par, I would say it's on par with COD Mobile. It just has a few things that it needs to fix. Like look at this interface. It's absolutely beautiful. It's the best mobile interface I've seen. It's so responsive. It's amazing. So I would say they should probably go ahead, add 90 hertz, speed up the game a little bit in terms of just scoping in and switching between hipfire and ADS. Possibly allow you to jump after you slide, I don't know, and increase the damage of the weapons, and don't make the actual armor so strong against snipers, and allow you to shoot right after you scope in, because after you scope in with a sniper, it takes 2 seconds to allow you to shoot. But those are all my pet peeves. Other than that, I think it's an amazing game. You guys should go out and check it out. One thing I cannot say though is I'm not sure how well it runs on lower end phones. Like my little brother downloaded it. He still has a pretty good phone. I downloaded it on this phone. It works pretty well, but as I've seen, it runs really well, except for when you go to max graphics or ultra. Then in that case, it does not run too well. It gets kind of choppy, which they do need to fix that. But other than that, everything runs pretty well. And yeah, the monetization thing that's going on, as I said, it's a 20-minute difference. I'm not even joking, or I'm not sponsored by this game at all. It's pretty much a 20-minute difference between spending money. So like, well, I have 17,000 coins right now. If I wanted to go upgrade this person, because I usually use a sniper, let's say I want to go upgrade Shock, that's the character, and I wanted to upgrade him, and I can only upgrade his health so much. So let's see this, right? I don't have enough for that, but let's see if I upgrade him, right? And I upgrade him again. I probably could upgrade him one more time at my current level, and then I would not be able to upgrade him anymore. And if you're a good player, you're going to get these coins pretty fast. So you might make 2,000 to 3,000, sometimes you get 5,000 of these coins a game. So the monetization issue is really a non-issue, but it technically is pay to win. I will say that. Yeah, it technically is, but it does not really affect the game. Just like in Call of Duty Mobile, that little aspects where some green guns and purple guns allow you to run faster or reload one extra bullet into the chamber. I wish it wasn't in there, and I wish you couldn't buy these things. However, it does not affect the game that much, if at all. So that is, I guess, I wouldn't say a review, but my look into this game. It is an amazing game, and if with some more work, it definitely will be one of the top mobile games, if not the top mobile game. And one thing I like about this game is they're hungry, because they came a long way from when I looked at it at season 1. It's amazing. But it's been your boy Tygon. Go. This gameplay was absolutely terrible, because I was trying to wing it in terms of reviewing the game as well as play. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you later. Peace out. Yeah, we're gonna be getting to some COD Mobile later on, because I found some pretty cool stuff. But yeah, catch you guys later.